Hey everyone, it's FB here with a cast of the final day of Gamers Assembly 2016. This is a LAN event that's taking place in Poitiers, France over the weekend, and which is hosting 3 different Trackmania tournaments, with myself focusing on casting the tech event. At the moment we are waiting for the loser bracket semi-final between YoYo, oNio, Capuccino and oNio to begin, so while we are still waiting for that, let's first take a look at the results from yesterday's matches. In the winner bracket, Bergi, Kronos, Kappa and Massa qualified to the winner bracket final, with the former Gamers Assembly champions Tween and YoYo dropping down to the loser bracket. Then in the winner bracket final, perhaps a bit surprisingly, the 2 players that would directly advance to the grand final turned out to be Planet Dynamics Kappa and Against All Authorities Massa, who both also received bonus points in the final as a reward. In the loser bracket, besides the match I will be casting, Tween, Coco, Zoom and Silver are playing against each other as well for 2 spots into the loser bracket final. And then in the consolidation final, Bergi and Kronos are waiting for their opponents. And here's also a look at the schedule for the last day. At 1:15 PM the loser bracket final will be played, followed by the consolidation final at 2:30 PM. And then we have a big gap in the schedule until the grand final, which is starting at 6 PM. And unfortunately the full speed and dirt finals will be played right about now, which means I won't be able to cast them for you guys, sorry about that. Finally, for those who are not familiar of the format of these matches, they are played in cup mode with finalists, which means that once you reach a certain point limit you get a finalist status, and that means you need to win a following round to secure your position. There are 5 maps in total for the tournament, and 5 rounds are played on each map, with first place in a round getting 10 points, second place 6 points, third place 4 points, and lastly fourth place gets 3 points. Alright, so let's bring it in game now as we are about to start this match. We see the players warming up at the moment. oNio, Capuccino, YoYo and oNio. And we'll have first a warm-up round and then we'll start this match. YoYo, of course, 2 times the champion of Gamers Assembly, won it in 2012 and 2013. Definitely the main favorite to go through from this match, as we see the admin now starting the match. So we'll have first, as mentioned, a warm-up round. We'll see also which map will be played first. Alright, so here we go. Male's Caterpillars will be played first, and the players will first, again, drive a warm-up round. And as we are watching them play that, let's take a look at the players. Here is YoYo. Plays for Against All Authority, is from France and uses camera 3 and a keyboard. Besides his Gamers Assembly accomplishments, he's also been successful at EastWC, been on the podium 3 times. Now we see the players warming up here. The other player, the second player, is oNio from Germany, plays for Mouse Sports, uses camera 2 and a gamepad, and he has won Gamers Assembly in the past, but in Trackmania 2 Canyon. So we move on to the next German player. It's oNio for Planet Dynamics. He plays with camera 3 and a Logitech Rumble pad. And this is oNio's first offline event, so he's done pretty well reaching this far. And then lastly, we also got Capuccino, who is not on the server anymore. He seems to have crashed. But here's also a look at Capuccino. I don't have much info on him though. Don't know his name, don't know what camera or gamepad or keyboard he uses, but his best achievement though is 8th place at EastWC France in 2015, the French qualifications. So Capuccino also done well reaching this far. So looks like Capuccino is back, so we should be good to go. And the first map will be Male's Caterpillar, so let's take a look at that. The world record is by Tween, 107.581. And the map is made by Wally. The second fastest time is by Massa, 0.58. Kronos then at third with 0.71. Symbios at fourth with 0.83. And oNio is at fifth on this track with 0.84. So oNio with a great time on this track. See if that will help him anything. This map, very difficult, especially the ending has caused a lot of difficulties for the players yesterday, so we'll probably see some spectacular crashes if the players will continue to struggle with it. So here we go, live into the first round. YoYo versus oNio versus Renew versus Capuccino. It's following Renew through the first round. As he falls down to 4th place, Capuccino will take the lead, oNio at 2nd. YoYo will come back and pass Renew up to 3rd. Renew down to 4th place. A close pack of players though early on, 20 hundredths between them. First place in this round will take 10 points as mentioned, 2nd place 6 points, 3rd place 4 and 4th place 3 points. And we play to point limit 100. Once you reach that, you become a finalist. That means that you have to win another round to secure your position. Top 2 will advance to the loser bracket final, and it's still close as we are nearing the finish. oNio now in the lead. YoYo has gone up to 2nd. Capuccino and Renew bringing up the rear. Renew with slightly more speed than Capuccino, advancing up to 3rd. As we come up to the shortcut, a very narrow section, no player will crash, but we still got a difficult part though here in the grass. oNio remains in the lead, YoYo getting closer to him, but he's not gonna catch up. Oh, no, he's not. It looked like YoYo maybe had slightly more speed, but oNio able to stay in front and will take the first 10 points. YoYo with 6, Renew with 4, and Capuccino with 3. What a round to start this last day of Gamers Assembly 2016. Great times from all 4 players. Especially considering how difficult this track is and how long it is as well. By far the longest track in the map pack. So starting the 2nd round, we will play 5 rounds on each map. So we see Capuccino stumbling a bit on the border, goes down to 4th place as a result. Renew has also dropped down a little. oNio looking to win for the 2nd round in a row. 1300s right now in front of YoYo. He's extending his lead, 1500s in the next checkpoint, 1800s in the other one. So oNio keeping a good pace. It's not allowing YoYo to get any closer. It looks like Renew is now even further behind. Capuccino 66, 7300s now behind oNio, who's still remaining in the lead. YoYo maybe is slightly closer to him now, but not able to catch up. So oNio will have to flub the ending for him to lose this round. Here we go! As he gets a bug in the slowdown, and then YoYo hits the wall, and Capuccino goes up to 1st place instead. And here comes oNio passing YoYo in the end. As I said, the ending can be quite spectacular. Lots of action happening in a very quick amount of time. oNio with that very unfortunate slowdown going down to the road. Or to the blue floor section from the road in the transition, and sometimes that can be a bit buggy, so very, very unlucky for oNio losing his 1st place, and then YoYo not able to capitalize as he hits the wall in the shortcut, and Capuccino instead passes them both and takes that 1st place. oNio though remains in the lead in the score rankings with 16, 3 points in front of Capuccino, 6 in front of YoYo, and then 9 in front of Renew, who's at last place also in this round. 2300s behind YoYo, who's keeping 1st place. See if Renew can make a comeback here. He keeps good speed over the stretch, so he's getting slightly closer at least. But still remains at last place though. oNio almost hit the wall. Let's go to him at 3rd place. Drives for Mouse Sports. And also for Easy Killer in team events. As we see YoYo still keeping that 1st place in front of his teammate Capuccino, who does a nice turn before the shortcut. Capuccino or YoYo, who's gonna take this 1st place? YoYo with a great ending, it seems. He will take 1st, and then oNio almost able to overtake Capuccino in the end, who will stay at 2nd with 2 thousandths of a second. Now YoYo is tied for 1st with oNio, 20 points each. Capuccino with 19, Renew with 10. One win here for Renew, and he would be still doing well, as oNio has an early mistake. Down to last place. See if Renew can build up some good momentum here. Very important to do so. Doesn't look like it though, but YoYo and Capuccino staying in front. Will we see the 2 against all authority players advancing? Lots of against all authority players in this tournament. Of course, it is a French organization, so they have a lot of French players. I believe Massa is the only non-French player. He is, of course, awaiting in the grand final. As we see Renew now challenging Capuccino and YoYo. He goes up to 2nd place behind YoYo. oNio 3 seconds behind, so it doesn't look like he will take anything better than 4th place. But let's see about the other positions. YoYo now in a very good position to win for the 2nd round in a row. Ooh, bad entry to the dirt, or to the grass by oNio. Capuccino can now pass him, but oNio, no! oNio not with a better finish. Capuccino able to stay in front once again with 0.02 of a second. First time it was ahead of oNio, I think, and then now oNio. So Capuccino living on the edge will take that 2nd place, and he's also at 2nd place in the score rankings. YoYo now at first with 30, oNio with 23, and oNio with 14 as we start the last round of the first map. Oh, as Capuccino clips the wall, not able to get through. So once again we have a player down in the start. This time Capuccino as oNio loses his grip in the uphill, and as a consequence Capuccino now gaining a position. YoYo also gaining a position, passing oNio with more speed. So oNio down to 2nd place, drives for Planet Key Dynamics, who got 1 player in the grand final in Kappa. Will we have another of their players still in the tournament after this match? oNio not having that good of a performance so far, but maybe will be doing better on the remaining maps, so this could be a good start for him in that sense, since he will get to play maybe worse map first. But let's see though, can he win this round against YoYo? No, he's gonna clip the wall in the shortcut, so oNio might be able to pass him, and YoYo will take first here, no mistakes in the end. Let's say oNio, will he stay in front? Yes, he will. 108.34 by YoYo. Another first place as Capuccino just barely makes it above the water, and he will also be able to get some points. So 1 map played, YoYo in the lead with 40. Convincing start from the 2 times Gamers Assembly champion. Capuccino at 28, oNio with 27, and oNio with 20. And speaking of YoYo winning Gamers Assembly, here is some footage from those occasions. First in 2012, where he defeated Tamarillo, Carl, and DVD to win Gamers Assembly for the first time. And then the next year was able to repeat that, won against Hacker Jr. in the last round. Tamarillo would finish at 2nd once again, Hacker Jr. at 3rd, and DVD once again at 4th place. So YoYo looking to win for the 3rd time at his favorite offline event. See if he can pull it off, as we have now moved on to the next map. So 1 warm-up round once again. So let's take a look at the map. It's Spark by Sparko. Tween with the world record. Tween got all but 1 world record, so he's definitely prepared well for this event. We'll see though if he will advance to the loser bracket final, playing right now at the same time. So the 2nd fastest time on Spark is by Kronos, 0.52, then Massa, 0.52 as well, Silver, 0.59, and Coco. No, it's Kappa at 5th place with 0.60. Let's bring it in game again. These players are finishing off this warm-up round. Long jump leading to the finish. Very important to get a good apex in that last turn, so you get as much speed as possible over the jump. Can see some overtakings there if the players does not get that much speed, especially if they lose their grip in the small downhill before the stretch. So here we go, first round of the 2nd map. Spark made by Sparko. YoYo in the lead with 40, Capuccino with 28, oNio with 27, and oNio with 20. This is France right now winning against Germany. See if the Germans can do better on this 2nd map. Looks like they will, as they get a promising start. oNio up in the top with oNio behind him at 2nd place. YoYo at 3rd, Capuccino at 4th. As then oNio has a bad turn, will allow both Capuccino and YoYo to pass him. And that will also allow oNio to build up an even bigger lead. oNio comes back though nicely here, but still remains at 3rd place. YoYo in front of him. Ooh, great turn again from YoYo. And for oNio. And also from YoYo, as they are side by side. But no one can catch up to oNio, who is looking to win this round and get the 10 points. YoYo is actually catching up quite a lot now, so let's go to him. Can he catch up to ONio and pass him here in the end? One turn remains. Who's gonna get the most amount of speed through this turn? It looks like it will be YoYo. YoYo with a way better turn, and then oNio will also lose his second place. oNio with more speed as well goes up to second, and also Capuccino almost passed oNio, who had a very bad ending to that round. So that's a bit unfortunate for oNio, who's gonna stay at 4th place as a result at 24. Capuccino at 31, oNio at 33, and YoYo with another win now, up to 50 points already. It seems very determined to make it through this round. As we start the second round, oNio once again up in the top, but he needs to work on his finishes, that's for sure. Cannot afford losing. Oh, it's oNio! Gets a huge bump from the border and is down to 4th place. Capuccino has also fallen behind a little, so it's once again between YoYo and oNio. This time YoYo with the lead. Capuccino also comes back in the drop. At 3rd place now. Alright, so let's see if YoYo can now defend his lead. Or will oNio get his revenge? No! Instead, he hits the wall. And then Capuccino gets the landing bug, but it looks like he will still be at 2nd place. But at first, though, it's YoYo. 101.99. Another 10 points going his way. And he's already up to 60 points. Impressive performance from YoYo so far. Capuccino keeping that 2nd place, but only 1 point in front of oNio. And then oNio 9 points behind. So right now it looks like against all authorities, YoYo will qualify to the loser bracket final. But as we saw yesterday, even if you have this big of a lead, it doesn't really mean that you're set in stone to qualify. Because with finalist mode, the other players will catch up to you quickly. And it's basically a 3 versus 1 once you become that finalist and the others are not. So it's mentally pretty difficult to handle that. Of course, these players are used to it, especially YoYo, who's been in these situations countless times. And look at this. What a round from YoYo. 2100s behind the Dedimania record, keeping an unreal pace. YoYo, though, then hits the wall. Or hits the pole, rather. So oNio and oNio will both pass him, and also Capuccino. Just when I was praising him, of course, he will make a big mistake and go down to 4th place. Instead, oNio will take it, setting a time of 101.99 himself. oNio taking 2nd in front of Capuccino, and then YoYo goes down to 4th place. So instead of 70 points, he will be at 63. So that was a bit unfortunate for YoYo, but he's still in a very good position, having built up a lead over the others. But yeah, I don't know, sometimes the tides can turn very quickly in this game, and the momentum can switch to the other players. It's really a lot about momentum in this game. That's what it's all about, really. If you lose that momentum, then it could be difficult to get it back. See YoYo not trying to let that mistake affect him. He will let Capuccino pass him, though, after a not so good turn, as we have oNio far behind the others. Capuccino right now in the lead. oNio with a great drop, so he's gonna pass YoYo. Maybe YoYo a bit affected by that crash in the previous round, taking it a bit too safe. But his finishes, though, are still good as he catches up to oNio. Goes for a much wider line, as you can see, trying to build up more speed. But this time, though, oNio will stay in front. And then Capuccino, 101.88. Nice time indeed. See the Dedimania here, the best time by Tween, 0.50. But as I mentioned, the world record, though, set offline, 0.45, I believe. As we start the last round of the second map, YoYo still remaining in the lead with a pretty big gap down to Capuccino. 67 points for YoYo, 51 for Capuccino, then oNio at 49 and oNio at 40. So it's still very close between the other 3 players. And of course, top 2 will advance. So this is not looking that bad for any of the players so far. All of them definitely capable of advancing from this round. Halfway through this last round of the second map, as oNio have to go for the outer route there, otherwise he would have hit the wall. He's gonna go down to 4th place as a result. YoYo has built up a lead now, 1500s in front of oNio, trying to end this second map strong. Here comes oNio though, good turn, but they're not as good in that turn. He always seems to be losing a bit of speed, so that should allow YoYo to take this one, unless he gets the landing bug in this jump, but he won't. 101.97, another time under 102. And YoYo up to 77 points after 2 maps played. Capuccino at 54, oNio at 53, and oNio at 46. So moving on to the 3rd map. Which is going to be Mile of Style. So let's take a look at this map as the players are doing a warm-up round. So this map is made by Bass7mon. The world record is by Massa, 56.15. And then the second fastest time here is 0.34 by oNio. So a very big gap between 1st and 2nd place, which is pretty noteworthy, to be honest. You don't see that too often. Capuccino is then at 3rd place on this track with 0.39, Asper at 4th, 0.42, and Kronos at 5th place with 56.43. So Capuccino and oNio with good times on this track. So we bring it in-game again. Let's take a look at the other players' times. So we have oNio at top 6, 0.48, and then YoYo only at top 11 with 0.72. Huh. So YoYo not very good time on this track. So perhaps that will allow the others to catch up to him. YoYo, of course, can actually win it here on this map. 77 points, so he can reach 100, and then he could also secure his 1st place if he does well. But yeah, not as good of a time though, which may be a indication that he's perhaps not as strong on this map. But consistency will carry you in this game, and YoYo is definitely a consistent player. So if the others will make some blunders, then YoYo could capitalize as we start the 1st round of the 3rd map in this loser bracket semifinal of Gamers Assembly 2016. oNio, Capuccino, oNio, and YoYo battling for the top 2 spots and spots into the loser bracket final. Ooh. Bad turn from oNio. We'll be behind with 2900s. YoYo at 3rd place right now. oNio in the lead as YoYo clips the wall and allows oNio to pass him. Capuccino not able to keep up with oNio, who has a lead of 2900s now. So oNio can play on the results. Of course, the players are playing with the cars on, so they do see their opponents, and then they also have the checkpoints visible, so they can keep an eye on that and make sure that they drive a bit safer if they are in this kind of lead. And oNio now coming up to the ending as Capuccino will hit the wall, and he's not going to be able to make the jump, and neither will oNio. And Capuccino having to retire even. He still tried to go for the faster finish even though he crashed just before the jump. I don't think that was a good decision by Capuccino. And who won that round? I think, was it oNio? Yeah, 63 now for oNio at 2nd place. YoYo with 83, Capuccino with 54, and oNio with 50. Yeah, this ending is also pretty difficult. Have to make sure you have a good trajectory coming up to that last jump, otherwise you won't make it over the wall. Then you run the risk of not being able to finish because respawn is not allowed in this tournament. As we see oNio now having fallen behind, 6300s behind Capuccino in the lead, and his teammate YoYo just behind him. And then oNio drops down and allowing oNio to go up to 3rd place. As we are coming up to the ending once again, let's see if Capuccino can do a better job. No! He's gonna hit another wall, and YoYo instead will go up to 1st place. YoYo now can go up to 93 points, putting him in a good position. No mistakes in the end, 56.97, enough for YoYo to win. So he is now perhaps only one round away from reaching finalist status. He needs to win this one though. Second, third and fourth is not enough for YoYo. Then we have oNio at 69 points, Capuccino at 57 and oNio with 54. So players struggling a bit with the second half of this map especially. Oh, I saw that coming. YoYo not able to get through the turn. So he will be behind now with 6,500. So it doesn't look like he will reach finalist status. But he will get 3 points here though, so that's gonna put him at 96. Okay, so he needs to take first, second or third in the next round if he wants to become a finalist then. Oh, but that may not be the case though, since oNio goes down. And that will allow YoYo to pass him, I believe. Yes, YoYo up to third place. At the top, Capuccino and oNio battling for first place. Capuccino right now with the advantage. And he won't make a crash in the end. Neither will oNio, who will finish at second behind Capuccino. With those results, YoYo now up to 97. So now YoYo can just finish this round. And he will be a finalist thanks to oNio crashing. oNio at 72, Capuccino at 67 and oNio at 60. YoYo though will go for the first place, but then gets a bump from the border in the start. And is down to fourth place once again. So yeah, you want to take that first place to deny the other players getting more points and catching up to you quicker. YoYo though, even if he finishes fourth here, he will still get, I want to say like 3 or 4 attempts as only finalist. So he's done well. Building up this lead, but right now not doing so well though on this map, as I kind of predicted as well, as we see oNio going down once again at the blue floor, so not looking to get that many points. oNio instead with a lead over Capuccino. oNio can go up to 82, so he's definitely catching up to YoYo on this map. As we go through the last corners, both players will make it. Let's see oNio and YoYo. Oh, oNio on his back. No points for oNio. He's gonna stay at 60. Very, very unfortunate outcome here for oNio. That puts him in a tricky situation right now. Capuccino and oNio in front of him. But right now, let's focus on YoYo though, who will get his first match point attempt. We got one more round left of this map, so YoYo has not looked too strong on it, but could still make it if the other players maybe aren't doing as well either, as Capuccino goes down in downhill. So one player down and then oNio also down. Only oNio now is remaining for YoYo, and right now he is in front. Can oNio deny YoYo a spot into the loser bracket final? Looks like he will, as YoYo will lose a bit of speed over the moment, over the transition, and then oNio gets another bump from the border, and suddenly YoYo now in the loser bracket final. 3,500 in front of oNio, has gone up to second place. YoYo got this in his own hands. Only needs to get through the ending. Can he make it happen? Let's see here. That should be enough speed, and YoYo qualifies to the loser bracket final. He dominated this loser bracket semifinal from start to finish. It's a very deserving win for YoYo. As we move on to the fourth map, we are still going to decide second place, of course. And right now, oNio in the best position with 86, Capuccino with 76, and oNio with 66. Still possible for any of these three players to join YoYo into the loser bracket final. Here is the last map, I assume, or actually we could see another map, especially if oNio does well. So a warm-up round. Here is the map, Courts by Kappa and MD Point. To win with the fastest time, 101.964. Second fastest time by Massa, 102.06. oNio then at third place here, 102.10. Kronos with 102.13, and then Kappa 102.17 at fifth place. And as for the other players, Capuccino and oNio, oNio got top 6 here, 102.25, so also a good time by oNio. And then Capuccino only at top 19 with 102.52. So seems like oNio and oNio got slightly better times than Capuccino. may not be a big fan of this map. This could be the last warm-up, but if oNio does well especially, then would not be surprised if you see another map as well. So oNio will finish this warm-up round. Looks like both Capuccino and oNio opted to retire that round. They are ready to go. Who will be the second player to advance together with YoYo? oNio right now at second place with 86. Still need a couple more rounds until he will be a finalist. Capuccino at 76. oNio at 66. And here we go. oNio will have a small lead in the start. Both oNio and Capuccino not far behind. Capuccino now taking over that first place as oNio goes for a risky line, and it pays off as he takes over the lead here over Capuccino. oNio now a bit behind, 1400s. Let's go up on the platform once again. Can oNio catch up to Capuccino and oNio? Doesn't look like that will be the case. Let's go to oNio at second place. Trying to take down Capuccino in this round and further extend his lead. But right now though he's losing on Capuccino, who's in front now with 900s. Capuccino looking to win this round and catching up to oNio. One more turn remaining. Capuccino will have to make a mistake for oNio to catch him up. And he does! oNio catching up a lot! But still not enough to fully pass him. He will be behind with 500ths of a second. And oNio finishing at third. Great times from all three players. Under 103 is pretty good. So with those results, oNio now up to 92. Can go up to finalist status if he wins this round. Capuccino at 86, oNio at 70. A bad start for Capuccino. 1600s behind. Ooh, and almost hit the wall as well. Had to go over the grass a little, which cost him a bit more time. So Capuccino not in a good position at the moment. See if oNio can now deny oNio his finalist status. oNio not able to avoid the wall, and Capuccino now passing him. So right now oNio not getting that finalist status. Oh, as he stumbles a little as well. And further falls behind. So oNio will likely win this round. Will go up to 80 points. Still some hope left for Planetary Dynamics. oNio through the last corner. Still far ahead. 102.58. Good time. oNio at 96, Capuccino now up to 92 and oNio at 80. We could potentially see two finalists now if oNio takes first or second or third actually, and oNio or Capuccino wins. So oNio needs to just finish the round, Capuccino need to win it, and then we'll have both of them being finalists. oNio need to win 2 rounds in a row here to become a finalist as quickly as possible. oNio though down in the start. But again, just needs to finish this round. Of course, he would like to take first so that he would be the only finalist. So now he is relying on oNio to defeat Capuccino. If Capuccino wins, he will also be a finalist. So this is an important round for sure. Can oNio defeat Capuccino here and help out his buddy oNio? That is the question. Neck and neck between Capuccino and oNio as we are getting closer and closer to the finish. Oh, as oNio then goes down. And Capuccino now with a golden opportunity to go up to finalist status. Great turn here as well before the last turn. Looking good for Capuccino through the last one. No mistakes, enough speed, and that's gonna be it. Capuccino and oNio will be finalists in the next round. And then oNio at 86. So oNio, basically, if he wants to advance, he needs to win 3 rounds in a row. Here we go. oNio with a bad start though, so it looks to be between oNio and Capuccino for the last spot into the loser bracket final. Right now, Capuccino having a small lead as we go over the platform. oNio though has done this turn well and he does it again. Passing Capuccino now. Let's go to Capuccino at second place, who loses a bit of ground again here. But then builds up good speed though before this next platform, so he's back in it, not too far behind. oNio or Capuccino, YoYo is out of the picture right now. 700s between them, halfway through. oNio right now is through to the loser bracket final. 1600s in the next checkpoint, advancing or extending his lead over Capuccino, who is more and more looking to be eliminated here. Coming up to the ending, Mousesports oNio on his way to advance to the loser bracket final. Advancing or extending his lead once again over Capuccino. 2100s in front. Last jump and oNio will make it. YoYo and oNio through to the loser bracket final. Capuccino and YoYo are eliminated. GG.